Been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only know like once.
Okay, you got me. I've been gone for a minute. Guys, it's not every time everybody has their life in order. I'm that one person that my life isn't always in order, okay? And I go through some shit. And maybe you do too. If you catch me looking this way too much, that's because I'm looking into my mirror/monitor when I should actually be focusing on y'all. I'm currently using my back camera and I'm testing out basically lighting and quality. If my lighting changes in the next couple of clips, it's me testing to see what I like. So I feel like I have not introduced myself in a long time, so I'm going to do that again. I feel like it's probably become a thing where when you've been off social media for a while and you're getting a new base of following, it's really important to introduce yourself to your new audience and let people know what it is about you that you want them to know in that sense. Hi, my name is Sage Republic. I do all things hair, beauty, chit chats, and just life improvement videos as well as vlogs. I basically try to ratio everything out in a way that I am not doing too much, but at the same time also allowing you in certain parts of my life that I want you guys to know. So, you know what's crazy is that I have been I don't want to expose myself, but at the same time, I feel like a lot of the times you don't learn until you are able to give off a life experience in that per se. But hear me out, guys. It's tough being a content creator. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not always key, brand deals, money, good times. No. There are dry months. And I kid you not, my job is what is keeping me afloat. Okay? Like, you need to have money to be a content creator first. Especially if you don't come from a background where you don't have money or where you kind of have to like fend for yourself. It's gonna be tough. You're gonna have to get a job. You're gonna have to work. You're gonna have to work to sustain your creative hobby. Because until your hobby becomes something that pays you, it can then become a job. I want to give you guys a little bit of a background of where I started and where I'm headed. I started social media in about 2016, 2017. That is when my social media life began, okay? Before Instagram, I was a Facebook girly through and through. There was not one person that didn't know me in Cape Town, and I was okay with that. Like 100% Cape Town girly, here for it. That was my life. From there, things moved on to Instagram, okay? And when Instagram was the it thing, guys, I did not grow up with a phone. I want to tell you now, okay? I want to tell you now. I didn't grow up with a phone in my teenage years. I basically had to hide having a device in my life, okay? My parents believed in not having a phone until you finished matric. Can you imagine? African parents. How was I active on social media a lot of the times? By force. I literally had to provoke, and force my parents, friends, whoever's phones that I had at that time. Please, can I post? Please, can I take pictures? I was that annoying. Can I take pictures on your iPhone, girl? Can I take pictures on your girl? Can I use your phone to just log in? That is how annoying I was. I wasn't working. I obviously wasn't working. I was in high school. And I kind of like had to like hustle my way because I started getting a little too famous for my liking. I started getting too much attention. It was every time you guys say, hey, Sid, oh my God, I know you, I love your pictures, stuff like that. I love your pictures, I love your vibe, I love your style, whatever. With that attention grew into people noticing me, right? And I was a person that I didn't like to be noticed. Don't notice me in ways that I don't like to be noticed, okay? Don't look at my eyes. Don't look at me funny. Don't look at me in any sort of attractive way, because that's just weird. I need to be attracted to you before you can be attracted to me. That's the type of person I was, okay? And I really didn't even look at boys like that. I'm not gonna lie. Didn't really look at boys like that up until like probably grade 10 or 11. So during like 2018, 2017, 2019, my social media was at its peak, okay? The girl was well known. The girl was getting views, likes, okay? And with that came a lot of hate. And a lot of hate from guys and girls. I then came to come about having very high social anxiety, to the point where like I became very uncomfortable being in public spaces, because people obviously used me for my clout. People wanted to be around me for my clout, okay? And at that time, having like 10K followers was a lot. Imagine having 10,000 people follow you. 10,000 people follow you at the age of like 15, 14, 16, 17. It's a lot. Emotionally, mentally, physically, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't used to that. I was not used to that. I could get used to it now, but back then I was not used to it. Cool, whatever things happen. I shut off. Literally, I had to shut off, because I think I explained in another video. I'm probably going to put the links up in here, about the type of people that I've met and why things were not working out with certain people, and why I had to cut ties with certain people. But I'll put the link somewhere here on top. Fast forward 2019, I'm off of social media for the 2019, off of social media. COVID hits 2020. I'm barely doing the social media shit. My accounts get hacked. My accounts get hacked 2021, 2020, 2021, my accounts get hacked. And I'm just like, what am I going to do? Because now I'm trying to get back onto my shit, right? And I'm trying to like rebrand, if you put it in that sense, because I was off social media for almost like 2 years. And then I'm coming back out of nowhere, boom. And then my social media gets hacked. Whatever, social media gets hacked, things progress. I'm basically getting through a rebrand, seeing that this fashion bullshit is not working for me. It was a very toxic environment. The fashion industry, basically, or fashion creative industry, is very toxic in Cape Town. I don't know how it is in Johannesburg. I don't know how it is in Durban. But in Cape Town, let me tell you something. If you're in the fashion industry, you're a bullshit person. Okay? It's very rare that you'll ever come across somebody that is not a bullshit person. But as somebody who was so kind and so kind-hearted, I could not deal with the bullshit. I could not deal with the fakeness. I could not deal with people wanting you to, the whole gatekeeping and just forced relationships, friendships, greetings, and all of that stuff. That was not me. That is not what I wanted to be about. Cool, whatever. I'm grown right now, right? And I feel like if you are somebody that has been in my past through that time of my social media, and people only used to like me because I was light-skinned. I am black through and through. Do not get fooled by my colored accent, okay? Do not get fooled by my colored accent. But anyways, so the problem I had that was a lot of people thought that I was colored. I'm not colored, I'm black, okay? There's nothing wrong with being colored, do not get me wrong. But because of my accent, and things like that, and because I was light-skinned, so I feel like my skin color played a huge role in how people treated me, guys and girls, right? And I didn't like that, especially from the assumptions that people made. Oh, because you light skin, like a lot of people would project insecurities, they would project their problems. What did my skin color have to do with anything? What did my skin color have to do with anything for you guys to treat me like cack, first and foremost? And I don't want to say I'm angry, but I was very angry at the time because I never understood why girls and guys had to project, why they treated me the way back then. But then, obviously, as I grew older, I realized, oh, y'all were just miserable and sad. Miserable and sad. And that wasn't a me problem, that was a you problem. And if you're watching this video or you're stumbling across this video and you feel like, and you know you were part of my life during back then, and you're feeling offended, this video is about you. By all means, you can get offended, whatever. I don't care a damn. I don't care a damn. This is my life. This is my story. I have to tell my story some way or another, okay? So that is basically just a little bit of background of where I come from, okay, and the type of environment that I've come from. So the person that I'm trying to build now, I'm so happy to who I am becoming right now, because I'm always the bougie auntie that I want. I'm becoming the bougie auntie that I've always wanted to be. And it's a little bit frustrating because not everything is going to go the way that you want it to go. God's timing is always like this, okay? You cannot put your timing on God's timing. So if obviously things didn't go certain ways that it wanted to go based off finances and life choices, or based off what God didn't want it to be, and I'm okay with that. I've learned to be okay with that. I'm also in a space where I'm okay with not reconnecting with people from my past. I don't want to have you in my life anymore. I don't want to have to do things by force. I don't want to force you to be in my life. I don't want to force you to do nothing. I'm not going to force text. I'm not going to force calls. I'm not going to force focal for you to be in my life. That's the space that I'm in right now. And for so long, and for me to actually voice out these things to people, because I'm such a nice person, which I have stopped being, because I think in a previous video, a couple of videos back, I've also mentioned that I used to be a people pleaser so bad, to the point where I literally had to cut that cancer off of me and do things for myself, which was the best decision that I've ever made for myself. And I think at the timing was right, because I was so naive and I was so brain fogged, to the point where I was just like brain fogged. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of the things that has taught me about life was my previous work environment. We're not going to talk about it, but if you know, you know. Character development. Your character development 101. Guys, going to work straight after high school is no flipping game. It's not a game. You're gonna learn life quick fast. I don't think I've ever learned life the way that I'm learning life after high school and getting a job. Nothing will prepare you. Work environment gets you into a place where you're like, yeah, it gave me character development like nobody's business. And I've also realized that the friends that I've had, I wouldn't call them friends, because it was more of like experiences that I needed to go through in order to be who I am now, so that I am able to be a better person for the people that God wants to allow in my life, or that I have prayed for God to allow for certain people in my life. If I still had the same mentalities and characteristics that I had as a teenager in my early 20s, it would not, I would probably, I don't even know. I'm actually really an introverted / extroverted person. It depends really who I am with, or who I'm around, that a certain type of personality kicks out about. And I want you guys to understand that as much as you do get to know me on this platform or any other platforms, right, you're not going to get the same energy in a private setting with me, because I don't know you like that. We can be cordial, or if I do grow and I do tend to have an audience that I become recognizable, I'm want to be nice to the people that support me. Like, you subscribe to my channel, you follow me on Instagram, you follow me on TikTok. Yay! You're part of the same gang, right? Because, like, you allowed me to be where I am, right? You helped me grow in that capacity as a subscriber or as somebody who has engaged with my content. That's how I look at things. And I've also kind of grown into this person where I am so happy with where I am right now, and I'm happy with who I'm going to become, because nobody has prepared me for these moments like God and my traumatic experiences. Okay. I probably didn't need to go through as much as I did, but at the same time, I feel like I needed to go through as much as I did to be at the emotional and mental state that I am right now. Because, child, it was a lot. Okay, it's a lot. I've realized that the therapy that I need is my diary and God. Prayer has been the best therapy for me so far, as somebody who has seen a therapist before. Yes, speaking to people sometimes help, but they're not going to solve your problems. Just overall having set standards, morals for yourself is what will get you there. And the drive and consistency. As inconsistent as I am, I feel like I know where I need to be, and I know how much effort that I need to put in to be where I need to be. And that's the drive. That's enough drive that's how bad I want it. If I'm not posting, I'm either going through some mental shit or I don't really want it that bad. I am my drive. I don't have anybody pushing me to be like, girl, you need to do this, you need to be there, you need to be this. I am the one that is telling myself, I need to do this, I need to be there, I need to be here, I need to be able to do this for that, for this, right? I've stopped depending on people to be my source of push. I've really stopped talking to people about where I want to be in life, how I want to do things in life. Even my close friends, I don't even tell them shit anymore. I'm not sorry about it. I feel like it's also another base decision that I've made for myself, is just to keep a lot of things for myself. I have been through and gone through enough with myself and with a lot of people. And to my close friends also, I feel like if I am a lot, it's for a reason. My gut is never wrong about people. If I pull away, it's for a reason. But if I'm wrong, please knock me on the head and tell me you're wrong. You were a bullshit friend. You were a bullshit person for this and this and that. I will cry and I'll bitch about it. But the fact that you told me that you're wrong with this, I will at least acknowledge it and apologize. That's the type of person that I am. I also really want my audience to know me better. And this is why I'm actually having this conversation with you guys, is so that you guys can get to know me for who I am at this stage in my life. And I feel like what better way to do it than to express it in the most honest and realistic way as possible for y'all to connect with me. You know what I'm saying? Many of the time you find a lot of people or creators are very disconnected with their audiences, or they become very disconnected with their audiences, especially when they move up in certain levels of their lives. And they forget the people that put them there, right? Or that help them grow there. Because guys, I feel like we have to, as creators, we have to realize that without you, the audience, we wouldn't be anywhere. It is really hard being a content creator. The amount of mental, physical, emotional energy that it takes to actually sit down, put your phone up, take out your lights, cameras, and press record. It takes a lot. You have to be mentally prepared, physically prepared, and in most cases financially prepared, right? Because you also want to give your audience quality content. You want your audience to be able to be like, damn, this shit is good. I want to come back because this shit is good. That is what I want for my audience. So in and out of posting as little or as much that I am trying to schedule to post, I want to give you bomb shit quality shit. You know what I'm saying? Bomb shit content. To the point where it's like, it's gonna be choppy at the beginning, forgive me, right? And it's not because I want to be choppy at the beginning, it's because I'm learning this too. I'm learning as I go, and that is as much as I can give you guys for the time being. So I want you guys to buckle up, subscribe, share with your friends and family who you think that will enjoy the ride, right? And if you come along at any point in time and you find this video and you become part of the same squad, I'm happy that you're here. I'm grateful that you're here, right? Because only God knows where I'm going to be and in the places and rooms with people that I'm going to be in with, right? Based off my efforts and work that I put in. And I want you guys to have a good time on this channel, even if I'm being messy, even if I'm being a little scandalous, but in a good way. I really want you guys to have a good time over here. I'm always going to be as real and as authentic to myself, about myself, to you guys in ways that I want you guys to know of, if we put it in that aspect, right? So yeah, guys, that is me, Saint Republic. If you like what you see, you like what you're hearing, you've seen my other videos and you like, don't be shy to subscribe. Join the Saint Gang. Turn on my post notifications to get notified whenever I do post. And see you guys in the next one. Bye.